start the week with a spring clean for our mind. We're going to give ourselves this moment. So our practice today is going to be something called an open awareness practice. And what that means is it's a way of having a way to deal with the things that come up while you're meditating. So if you're anything like any other human, as soon as you close your eyes to meditate or to take a moment to find calm, your mind jumps in with lots of thoughts. You feel sensations in your body that suddenly become really uncomfortable, or sounds around you. That's another big one for a lot of people, is sounds become distracting, and it feels like, oh, I'm trying to meditate and there's this noise distracting me and it's getting in the way. I can't meditate like this. So an open awareness practice, the beauty of an open awareness practice is that whatever comes up in your practice, whether it's thoughts, sensations in your body, or sounds, anything that comes up just becomes part of the practice. And instead of needing to think about the thought that comes up, or needing to work out why exactly your hip is hurting again when you haven't done anything much this weekend, or wondering why they are mowing their lawn this early in the morning, instead of that happening, we have this way of just noting that it's just hearing, it's just sensation, it's just thinking, and it's allowed to be there. It doesn't need to go anywhere. It just becomes, for a short moment, it becomes the focus of your practice. So whatever, it's almost, if you imagine being in the middle and of a big circle, and anything coming in and kind of passing you by, you're just watching it. The other analogy I like to use is the sushi train. So it's like watching the stuff passing you by on the sushi train, and you don't need to grab for the things. You don't need to take them off the sushi train and have a look at them. You're just gonna let, it's just sushi. And that's what we're going to do. And it's a great practice that translates into daily life. So it helps you to get less reactive. So that part of your brain, the amygdala, that wants to fire off and think that everything's a threat, this sort of faulty smoke alarm going off when the toast burns in our own minds, we are down regulating that, because something comes up and instead of reacting, we're just noting, oh, it's just thinking. And the more we practice that, it's like a muscle that happens in life. So then suddenly someone cuts you up in traffic and, oh, they just cut me up in traffic. It's not, oh, for God's sake. So it's the part of the beauty of meditation practice is not that you get this moment of calm or whatever you're hoping to get from the experience, is that it translates into the rest of your day as a practice and a way of relating to things, and that's how it sets your week up really well. So I'm going to stop talking about it and we're going to dive in and have this moment so that you can then get into your day and feel really ready for the week ahead. So posture wise, just sitting comfortably, lower back supported is great, and finding that place between active and relaxed, so that you're not so relaxed that you're kind of falling back asleep if you're doing this first thing in the morning, and also not so active and holding it tight and trying to concentrate that you're holding on. And as I said, when thoughts come up, it's just another thing to notice in our practice, and I'll guide you through what you can do when something comes up. So without further ado, we'll gently close down our eyes. We'll actually begin this morning with, before we move into this open awareness where things flow and flow out, we're going to take our focus to the sounds that you can hear this morning. Just as if you were casting a net and just bringing those sounds towards your ears, from the furthest away to the nearest sounds. Where I am this morning, there's the sounds of bird songs and aeroplanes and cat bells and the breeze. And I'm just going to allow them all to reach my ears. Just noticing as you begin this process that for a moment something will be the most prominent sound. And then without your conscious awareness, suddenly something else will become the most obvious sound. You're just going to notice that ebb and flow of sounds rising up into your awareness and sounds falling away. If your mind's already wanting to bounce around, that's okay, just gently bring it back. And to help us to bring our mind where we want it. We're going to focus on the breath. So just allow your awareness now to gently drift towards your breath. Just noticing as you sit here, wherever you're practicing, that your body's breathing for you. You don't need to make anything happen or do anything. Your body's just breathing. And you can just watch. And to help to bring your attention right into this moment, just gently note in your mind as you breathe in, rising, as your body is rising up as you breathe in. Your belly rises, your rib cage and your chest. And as you breathe out, just gently note in your mind falling. As the chest falls, the rib cage falls, and the belly falls. Rising, falling. Rising, falling. Rising, falling. And for now, as the mind bounces and wants to go somewhere else, just gently bring it back to the breath. This is our focused practice, where we're training our attention to be where we choose. We're going to be with that rising and falling. And just gently returning anytime the mind wanders. Rising, falling. And we're going to let go of that focus on the breath now. And instead of trying to keep our attention somewhere and coming back whenever we get distracted, we can almost imagine that we're opening the door, opening the windows of our internal house and allowing anything to come up. So whatever thoughts or sensations or sounds, they're all allowed to be there. So as you sit and you just open your awareness, just noticing what becomes the most obvious. And if that's a sensation in your body, you're just going to gently note the word sensation. 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 And it might be that you note a few times before that sensation is no longer the most obvious thing in your attention, in your awareness. Sensation. Sensation. Whether that's sensation of your shoulders or your hips, it doesn't matter, just sensation. And if there's sounds in your awareness that become the most obvious thing, just noting, hearing, hearing, hearing. And if there's thoughts arising about the things you're experiencing, or maybe your mind's already drifting into the day that's coming, or thinking about things that have happened in the past, just gently note thinking. thinking, thinking. Sensation, hearing, thinking. Just imagining that everything can flow past you, and you can just gently note it as it does. Sensation, hearing, thinking. Just letting everything flow through. More gently bring our attention now, bringing it back, gathering it back from this open awareness, whatever you experienced as you practiced. It can take time to get used to this idea of anything being allowed to be there. Just gently gathering your attention back to your body, sitting in a chair or sitting up in bed, wherever you are right now. Just notice your feet on the floor and the chair supporting your back. Notice your shoulders, maybe allowing them to fall away from the ears just a little bit more. Can you invite in any softness to your body? Opening your chest, allowing your heart to open, your jaw to soften, your forehead to relax. And coming back now to the sounds surrounding you as you breathe in and breathe out. Right now, there's nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Just taking this moment for yourself, no matter what else is going to happen in your day to day. You deserve this moment, just for you. I want to take 3 slower, deeper breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and taking a big sigh out of the mouth. Allowing yourself to shake it off with your eyes closed. And we'll take a final minute to, with your eyes still closed, just let your head drop forward. So letting your head become really heavy as your chin drops down towards the chest. Feeling the head become so heavy that you can feel the vertebrae at the back of the neck opening up as your head falls forward. The chin dropping, really allowing the head to feel really heavy. Noticing the sensations traveling down your spine as the vertebrae open. Imagining that you're breathing into those spaces as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, the head can drop just a little bit lower towards the chest. And then allowing the head to become as light as a balloon. Gently and slowly letting the head rise back up. But it's so light now, as if it was filled with air. Maybe even noticing that you feel slightly taller. The head feels light and ready and able to start your day. So gently blinking open your eyes. And your gaze soft for a moment. Allowing yourself to smile in anticipation of whatever's going to come your way today.